Every once in a while, I get a question from people who are particularly young. Maybe you're just starting college. And usually the dilemma is this: should I start a business or finish my degree? And obviously the answer is up to you. Nobody can make that decision for you. And I'm one example of somebody who started school and then dropped out. And for me, it just became too turbulent. I didn't have a lot of funds. It was, we call it the Great Recession. I graduated high school in 2006, started junior college, transferred to a private university that was probably a little bit too expensive for me and couldn't pay the bills, dropped out, tried to make money so that I could pay tuition and get back to school, was still taking classes on the side. And it got a little chaotic, started cleaning windows, started getting busy with that and had a hard time following through. So it got a little crazy, and that's when I got the bug. I just ultimately just went all in on the window cleaning, but then restarted, moved to New York after I got married and started from scratch again. But at that point, I was fully determined I don't need to go to school. Now, I was just talking to somebody who they graduated high school. They already had pretty close to an associate's degree, and they only needed a few semesters to get a bachelor's degree. And they were at this point where they hadn't started cleaning windows yet, at least not in a really large capacity. And so I suggested to them that they start cleaning windows on the side while they're taking classes, try to finish the degree. And if you get so busy with the new business and you're just exploding with success, then by all means, you can drop out at that point. But up until you get to that point, keep taking your classes, keep showing up. One of the biggest dilemmas in this situation is usually family or other people who have a voice in your life. And many families don't come with an entrepreneurial drive. And so they're going to roll their eyes if you suggest that you're going to drop out and start a business. Now, obviously, you can always go back, but trust me, it's hard. If you get going full steam ahead with a business, and whether it's successful or not, life starts to check in. You grow up, you get a family, or you get married, you need an apartment. It gets very difficult to all of a sudden pause unless you have some type of financial success that comes rapidly, which isn't guaranteed. Any business, you have to push, and you're going to go through lean seasons, and you're going to have turbulence that meets you. And so it becomes more and more challenging the older and more mature, or the more commitments you have as you grow and get older. Going back to get a degree is that much more difficult. So I would say if you're in that situation right now, try to do both. Many people go to school full time and are able to still work a job. A job, you could argue, is a little bit easier than running a business. At the same time, running a business, you can control your schedule so that you have freedom. You can set up different ways for people to book while you're in class, whether you set up with a VA or I use Jill's office to answer phone calls, and they're able to book directly online for me so that I don't have to answer phone calls. And so you could be in college, and that would justify the expense of that. You can onboard customers while you're in class. Now, you can also stack all your classes on the same days of the week. So that way, you're going to school Tuesday and Thursday, but then you work Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and maybe Saturday. Or you go Monday through Thursday, but you work Friday, Saturday, and if you want to, Sunday. You can put work in on both ends, and then you can still finish and get that degree. The question is, what degree are you getting? If you're getting a liberal studies degree, I don't know how much it's going to help you. If you're going to get a degree in engineering or some type of a business so that you could eventually get an MBA, things could help you out. There's no doubt there's some value in some degrees still today. I didn't see the value for myself, but now looking back, if I'm giving advice to my own son who is 11 years old now, I'm letting him know, look, these are the advantages of it. Sure, you understand a home service business. You can clean windows, but the bar to entry is so low that you're always going to deal with a lot of competition. If you go and you get an electrician's license, completely different game. You can grow a business that has much better margins where you're going to be in high demand, and not everybody can just go start doing electrical work overnight. That takes years of investment. And so if you're going to go to school, make sure it's something that's challenging, that sets the bar a little bit higher. Maybe business of administration, if you're doing a business degree to start a business, I don't suggest that myself, unless you know clearly you need a master's of business association for some strange reason in your life. Maybe you want to be a consultant someday it wouldn't hurt. Accounting, same thing. Finance, same thing. Very valuable, very helpful in other ways, so that you could start a business if you're entrepreneurial and that's why you want to get into it. Make sure your degree is going to work towards that. Then your home service business experience is only going to help at that point. Maybe you go and you get a degree for finance or for accounting, and then you start some type of a firm that helps other businesses, and now your real life experience, starting a window cleaning business or pressure washing business or any other home service business, that can be extremely relevant to your new business, because now you're helping people. You've been in their heads for the past few years while you're getting your degree. And so it's easy to sell to somebody when you're them. You hear me? So all that to say, you got to make the decision on your own. There's no rules in business. There's laws, but I think you're getting what I'm saying. Nobody can tell you what you should do. You've got to make decisions for yourself. Sometimes rules are meant to be broken. Sometimes if you follow the rules too closely, you're going to look like everybody else. And so you've got to find some way that you can stick out. That's also your unique selling proposition sometimes, right? Everybody else does it that way, but we do it this different way. And this is why. That helps you stand out. You can learn these things while you're slushing some soap water on glass and squeegeeing it off. And so there's a lot of valuable things that you can learn while you're in the trades, while you're cleaning the glass. And a lot of people will then use their window cleaning business as a stepping stone. Maybe you fall in love with it and you don't want to leave it. You want to just keep growing it and stay with it. Maybe you find a sweet spot and you just stay there and start another business. There's so many different options if you just start. But don't drop out of college if you're already on that route. And then just to start something that you don't know if it's going to be successful, you don't know if you're going to like it. If you haven't done it for 2 years or more, then you don't know if it could burn you out. You might hate it after year 2. And so then you've wasted 2 years doing something. You've learned some information. You've accumulated some knowledge and understanding of business. Hopefully you've developed some business acumen through it, gotten better at talking to customers and maybe sales and management. But for all you know, it might fail. So don't quit something that you're already succeeding at to start something where there's no guarantee of success unless you're really clear of the stakes. If then by all means, go for it. I don't want to hold anybody back. I went for it, right? The guy who I've had working for me for the past year, he learned how to clean windows, and now I'm going to go and start my own thing. So I'm like, go for it. Like, I want to support you. Like, whether you're ready or not, sometimes that's just what it takes to grow. A lot of people will say you need to work for somebody else for a couple years before you understand what's happening, and then you could start your own thing. And that has its place. That's a good idea. It's noble, and you give people enough time where they've invested in you and you pay them back. You stay with them 2 years. That's great. But sometimes you don't have that. Or sometimes you just got to take the risk. Sometimes you got to jump out of the nest before you can fly. Why wait for somebody else to push you out? So just go for it. But there's a way to do it where there's a little bit of a safety hedge there. Keep your family happy. Some families are really adamant that you need to get a degree, a 4-year degree. It's really important to them. And so sometimes you don't have to burn one vision to let another one play out. You can do both at the same time. As a matter of fact, studies show that people who work while they're taking college courses are more likely to finish. You never notice that people who lift heavier weights get stronger? Same thing happens with business. The more pressure you put on yourself, the more chance you have to grow stronger and be more successful. So don't be afraid of the commitment. Keep going to class, but start a business at the same time. As a matter of fact, you can't find a better recruiting ground than a college campus, especially for the home cleaning services. Go really hard in the summer and then kind of let things sizzle the rest of the year. Find somebody if you're busy. I talked to a high school student who actually turned a window cleaning business into 6 figures within a couple of years. So he found people who he could hire who could work when he couldn't. He did everything he could on the weekends and then hired somebody else for the weekdays, and then eventually was able to just focus on the sales while he was out there to get enough work for the week for the other fellas. So think about it. If you're trying to make a life decision, there's a lot of different ways to look at it. Nobody else can make that decision for you, but that's why you have family, hopefully, or friends who could speak into you. If you got questions about it, if you want to message me or comment below about your circumstance, I'm more than happy to chime in with my 2 cents. Not that you need it. You have the ability to figure it out on your own. I just want to let you know I'm here for you. So if you got any other questions about starting a window cleaning business, I'm here for you. Got a lot of videos about it, obviously. And so I want to help you and be a resource. Also, join our community that we have over in school. There will be a link below. We got a lot more people who are starting out. Some people who've been around for a year or two or even more. I've been around for about 10, 15 years in business. So I'm there as frequently as I can be, at least once a week, answering all the questions that I can. So join that school community. Use any of my affiliate links if you want to support the channel. If you're buying window cleaning supplies or anything else, always feel free to use them. There's a bunch of them in my bio. Also, if you want to sign up for Jobber, I'm here for that as well. Great discounts every once in a while, 20% if you use my link also in the description. So if you got more questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next video.